Is
No.
scheme before we know it. We ski before we know it. I think I might get some new skis this year. I haven't bought a new pair in like almost 20 years. I've only bought one pair my whole life.
You need to get a pair.
I know. Yeah. When Delaney started
Who's
skiing
been
in
helping you?
fifth grade, I rented a pair, and then next year I bought a pair.
The product is so much better.
I know. I think I might get the Yolanda Amphibious. I like the left-right idea for me. Like, it's always bothered me about not being a left and a right skis.
When I was
But the Amphibious, they do. There's a left and a right.
There's a lot of
kind of organizing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
No, me too. No, I'm not ready either. I know my daughter brought them up. Yeah, skiing. I talk about skiing.
It's workers.
We love skis.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. Whenever we start getting to cold nights, it's like, oh, cool. Like, it's so hard to keep warm without spending a fortune.
Right. So my wife just said, daily.
My aunt is 70.
I don't know. I watched most of it, and then I was frustrated. I was just watching bed go to sleep. It's 40 to 25. And then I woke up and I'm like, what the hell? We're down by 2 feet of the ball. So I watched this last like a minute. Yeah.
Shoulders.
They're just getting flat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to say.
She is. That's unbelievable. We have to right off the line.
Right. I know. How can you get strong and that fast? Like, he's just.
This big ass running up the hill with weights on.
Yeah, he's a force.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then at that point, you said it.
I know. That's so neat.
Good. Amazon.
All right. Call this meeting to order at 8 a.m. And let's do the minutes first. And then do the public hearing. So in your pack, you have the August 14th minutes. If someone would make a motion to accept those minutes. Motion. Motion by Terry, second by Bob. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. All right, we'll transition over to the public hearing. We have Mr. Reynolds here to check the machine fabrication. So if there's no one here to ask any questions, and you want to just stand up. Yeah.
Some of the notice.
You want to speak first, or you want to just?
I don't actually have I can tell you it's your standard notice as where integrity machine fabrication LLC is seeking assistance for the purchase and outfitting with equipment, including CNC machine welding fabrication components of parcel 9406 ID Park. Mr. Reynolds is here to speak. We open the public hearing on that.
Just one correction, 4906.
Did I say that wrong? You did. I have 4906.
Yeah.
Is on the is on your resolution that you consider.
First off, thanks for seeing me again. Consideration on this. A couple of updates since the last time we met. 10 days ago, I did close on the property. We mentioned a lot of stuff over there. Since then, just a small business development push has shown about a 25% increase in requested quote, which ultimately turns into a pretty decent increase in orders, which is going to require, exactly what we talked about this time, more employees, more opportunity and that is just basically the excitement out of existing customers that broken up capacity and capabilities of power industries. From the employee standpoint, since we last met, one of our part-time employees has transitioned to a full-time employee and brought on one of the help renovations and remove itself. One of the corrections from my applications, I had put in $25,000 for renovation estimates. After we started digging into this project, we found out that it was a little bit low, so I will be somewhere $35,000 invested. It just turned out to be a little bit more work than I anticipated, which I would imagine is the case across the board. Other than that, I have, with this potential open capacity and what I project, I also did get two more potential customers converted to active customers. So that brings our customer base to about 22 active customers. The two new ones that I brought in has opportunities. And that's just from the projected open capacity and from our ability to hire add another shift and all that more companies go out and bring that. So we are seeing
How many FTEs do you have now, and what's the projection?
as of right now, we have 6 full-time, 1 part. I do believe that very quickly, more on. I had interviewed 2 CNC machinists, one of them very interested in proposals. Probably the next couple of months, as soon as everything settles down.
This is an unfair question. Things that the arrangement will involve is really looking at not only sales tax use over 2 years, but over a 2-year period. What do you think the likely employee add would be? Just over a 2-year period.
I think very conservatively, I'd say 3 in the next 2 years. Very conservative. If that ends up being 7, I also would be surprised.
Right. We don't realize conservative estimates.
Currently have 6.
And how many operators can close? Right now,
We have Akumas, Mazaks, and Hans. And we will be working with Hans sales now as soon as we are in the space. Basically the same side. They call, they're based on West, and they call to see what our capacity is. So that one work center is just satisfying the customer. They say that they 3 more work centers on transition passenger.
Mr. Reynolds, I just want to make it clear for the record, because some of your incentivization is tied to your job retention and creation. There were some numbers in the application that confused me a little bit, so I just want to clarify here for your sake, the board here. At page 9, you had, when you made the application, you had 4 full-time employees and 1 part-time. And it was confusing to me what your projections were. It looked like there were remaining 2, but I think what you were anticipating is 8 total in a couple of years' time, which you're well out of. Is that fair?
That is
So right now you're at at 6 already. You're doing a very good part right there. I just wanted to make it clear for the record that from the application point of view, you had 4 full-time employees, 1 part-time employee. We're anticipating that 4 new full-time employees, bringing you up to a total of 8 in 2 years from the job or when the project is completed. Is that fair?
Correct, that was my intention on the application.
So that's really 4 then new jobs from a previous starting point of 4. Is where we would need. Just want to make that clear.
We sometimes we tour places, and this is up in
Sure.
September.
Did you ever go into a presentation? Okay. Yeah, it's a unique facility given add-ons, places that folks are still. We can do that too.
Alright, close the public hearing. Proceed on to the.
I'll be in touch, Justin. Yeah, we're good. Appreciate it. I'll be by in the next couple of days. Just keep an eye out.
Treasurer's report.
All right,
Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Thank you.
this is a very exciting treasurer's report this time. We have action and activity.
Oh,
I know.
Little teaser.
The Civa Powers purchase was completed in August. And on the balance sheet, under our property and equipment net, if this were a comparison to last month, that would actually have gone down because of the sale of the land. Okay. So if you take a look at the income statement, you'll see that we have $45,920 in administration fees, $52,550 on gain on sale of the property to Civa, and $15,000 in miscellaneous. That $15,000 is the cost of the option purchase. And that was recognized as revenue right away because that is not refundable. Regardless of what happens, we get to keep that. Ultimately, we're working with the accountants to see where that $15,000 should technically end up in revenue, but regardless, it's revenue, it doesn't change the bottom line. So if we have $117,772.78 in total income, $5,270.03 in total expense. That credit to real property taxes of $198.35 is also part of the sale. That's just refund to us of the property taxes we have paid. So this month we have a net profit of $112,502.75. Any questions? No. All right. So moving on to the statement of cash transactions, which really we went over on the income statement, but the only addition is that sale of the 5.41 acres for $160,948.35. So our total cash between our checking and our savings at the end of August is $1,948,381.94. If there's no other questions, I present the financial statements for.
Motion to approve the financial statements as presented.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Bob, second by Terry. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, and then moving on to presentation from the treasurer to approve the September 2025 bills with totals of payment of $7,910.67. Most of which is to the town of Lockport for the monthly contract and reimbursement of a credit card for items that we purchased for the office. Whatnot.
Let me just clarify one thing. That office max chairs, it was 10 chairs at $199 each, given the closing and so on. But that actually jumps over our procurement, 1,000 to 5,000. We we should be getting 2 bids. But Pat and I haven't really figured out yet, I'll talk about that in a second, on the equipment going in, which makes sense for the idea of paper, i.e. the circular table and 4 chairs in my office versus, wait a minute, what about the boardroom table that we'll use 80% of the time? So that's still a work in progress. That really happened this way just because yours truly had his credit card. Pat did not at the time. Well, Pat didn't have hers. So we'll continue to work through that and make it clear. But I wanted folks to be aware that it wasn't that we were completely unaware of the procurement piece. And as we move forward, I'll talk some more about it.
And then, $1,100 to Deering Landscape Contractors for maintenance of that's IDA grant. So, this motion comes from the treasurer.
All right, we have a motion to pay the bills as presented by our treasurer. Take a second. Second by Terry. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Everything's quiet today. All righty, let's see, moving on. Administrative director reports now.
Major, right now, I would say for the office, the earliest would be end of October. I have a project meeting tomorrow morning where I can get a little bit of better sense. It's still moving along fine. There's one particular trade that isn't there as much as we'd like currently, but certainly compared to this building is a much more straightforward project. I have been facilitating the quotes on furniture for the whole building through Mid-City. I have not received those yet. But as I said, we'll sort through which piece makes sense that the IDA owns, not unlike the 2 desks we'll bring over and so on. But yeah, it's really moved fine. We did just send out a RFP for the audio visual for the conference room. We'll move all of this over to the meeting room and set it up, not unlike how we had it in our previous boardroom, maybe a little bit more permanent than we had it in the old boardroom, but really it's moving along fine. I did just, with the assistance of Wendell, obviously file a sewer replacement grant under the WIA program. We had applied for that same grant 2024, so I guess I'm a little bit more optimistic this time around that grant done and filed. Depending on our action on integrity, actually it doesn't even really matter, but as soon as we're done today, I've already been in touch with Wendell about updating the IDA map. And when you really think about it, everything Poly1, up north hosting, really even XPO to Emerson Renwick, from General Wire, all that's no longer the case. And obviously nothing else changes in the park other than accurately identifying all the companies that are in there. So we will have next month a new updated IDA park map.
On that next topic, maybe recommend to talk about it.
Sure. Yeah. The only other thing I'd let you know is that on the FAST grant and the IDA Park South, because of sort of just slogging our way through that DEC issue, right now they're kind of focused is the DOT. That may seem strange. Well, we have an access road, GM road, and that would likely be the predominant access road. I think it's prudent for us to sort of say, well, wait a minute, that 24 acres, the furthest south of the development property, what if we needed an access road there? Tom can tell you that it has not been timely that DOT answers questions around curb cuts and so on. So that question is being asked. And then, while we kind of know the answers, a nice big piece about wanting to know, which substation and what's the current capacity and how difficult would it be to get additional capacity. And kind of related to that, you all have been seeing the angst around the national grid. rate increase. NYSEG is right on their heels with a rate case for, I think it's a similar 5-year scenario, and some of the representatives came out to educate me on that rate case, strictly from an economic development perspective. And one of the positives is I think it's an approximately $1.5 million upgrade to the Robinson Road substation, which isn't terribly far from the park. It just isn't what serves it now. And, they have made it clear there is ability to fairly easily move power from that to be able to serve the park and so on. But I've not seen the kind of letter of support that they would like us to send from an economic development perspective. I'll let you know when I see that template. But there could be a minor improvement in the availability of power. But I think that's it. I do have some stuff.
Hey, Tom, can you see that? Remember there was, someone was in one of the neighbors there, the houses, buy his property.
Yeah,
Did that ever?
it hasn't. No, they haven't talked to us.
I ran into that attorney
Jim,
way back when that topic had come up, and I asked him for some additional information. I spoke to him in person. And I think if I recall, it was the fact that we wanted the adjacent landowner to be aware, that this was potentially going to happen, and see if they had any kind of input or desire for the property, perhaps it would be split or whatever, and we haven't heard anything further. So.
Thanks, Tom. All right, attorney's report.
I don't have anything much other than to report that we've spent pilot closed and is moving forward very close to being done.
I've signed all of our stuff and sent them off. So I think the last email I sent was perhaps next week, no later than 2 weeks. So it's just kind of weird when you send me your parts, you send me ours, you sign it, and so on. So, but it's kind of almost really a 4-part closing to some degree. So yeah, it's been fine. And what's her name's been fine. So it's good.
Any old business? And new business, we have the fabrication, incentivization.
So you'll see I had passed out, you actually have two facts, two of these incentivization resolutions. One of them is related to your minutes from last month, see how similar they are to each other. Very similar, they kind of very change. The name, location, jobs, numbers, sales tax and along those lines. This is the same type of incentivization resolution that we've seen in the past. We clarified it today during the public hearing this year on page 1 that they will retain approximately 4 full-time and 1 part-time employees, and create an additional 4 full-time employees, so that we can up the total. He's already at South, which is great, which is nice. Other than that, the resolution has been reviewed by myself and Mr. Side. Answer any questions on it?
Take a motion to move forward with the incentivization.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Bob. Second by Terry. All in favor? Or no, we gotta
Do you need a
do
voice vote on
voice
this?
vote. Individual voice vote.
And the last-
we usually do.
All right, we'll do a voice vote. So Terry,
Yes.
Kristen,
Yes.
Bob,
Yes.
Dan,
Yes.
and I'm a yes. So,
Very good.
all right, motion carries.
Motion carries. That looks like the last one we had in the.
It is.
Right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, buildings.
I'll tell you, but it's pretty cool now.
It's 100%.
I guess we'll take a motion to move into executive session. back here at Town Hall. And, take a motion to adjourn.
No motion.
By Kristen, second by Terry, meeting adjourned.
Check.